welcome back if you've been before, and hi if this is your first time. Oh, my hands are bad today. This is my floss tube for the week. I've got my candle lit, and this is the Starlight one from Aldi's. £2.99 for this big candle. I don't know what it smells of, but it smells divine. It does smell. Because my Quiet River one that I usually have lit is like 20 quid. I think that was, or 20, no, £25 I think that one, which my husband very kindly treated me to. And I've only got a teeny weeny bit left, so I'm going to keep it for my life. So I thought I'd use this one. I've got black, so I pulled off the wick. Because apparently if you keep it short, it's supposed to burn to the edges, but I don't know, you can't really see. It hasn't quite gone to the edge there. Oh, you can see there, look, hang on there. And I haven't got my light on today either, that I usually have on. I'm all out of sorts, but I've got my cup of tea I've just made. Apologies, I have not got number one designs cross stitching magazine for this month. Can't find it anywhere. So I'm thinking I'm going to have to do the subscriptions to guarantee that I get the magazines for you lot to see. I did the World of Cross Stitch last week, and I couldn't get it last week, the number one design one. So I've been everywhere this morning. Me and Mill and the dog went on a little trail around our little tiny town to all the little to the newsagents, to our little grocery shop, Tesco's, to look there, up into our local garage because they sometimes have magazines. No, nothing. So I apologise. They usually have that today, but no. So what have I been up to this week? What have I managed to get done? Have I managed to get anything done? Well, you know me. Always do a little bit, if nothing. So I've got my little notepad that I keep. If I write down, well, just jot. Scribble is the word I'd lose. Look. Scribble. That's how good it is. So I'm going to start with, give me the dog. That's Lily. Every time somebody walks past of a certain stature, that's all I'll say, she goes mental. She can smell a certain substance, and yeah, she goes potty. She don't like it at all. So these are my peppermint purples. So if anybody hasn't done peppermint purple sale or wants to have a go at blackwork, get yourself onto the peppermint purple sale on Facebook. It's completely free for the whole year. They did one last year, 2020, which I'm doing as well, alongside the 2021. Blackwork is so much fun. So much fun. If you like cross stitching, you'll love black stitching. It's just something a little bit different, but a load of fun. So I will get my 20 and my 21. So I'll show you. This is 20. That is my 2020 peppermint purple sale, and I've done this one here. Can you see it? Now, let's see if I put a piece of card behind it. Would you be able to see it better? Yeah, you can see it. No, not really, she says, because it's very similar colour to my beetroot dyed. You can't really see it, can you? You can see like little squares. Oh, and I'll tip it like that. There you go. And I'll tip it like that. Can you hear me now? I do apologise. No matter when I start videoing, the dog bark if somebody goes past. There's a dog down the road now that's barking. So yeah, you get it all on this channel. So yeah, so I'm on week 6. So I did that when I was up till 11:15 last night finishing that one off, because I was determined to get it finished. But I wish now I'd put a slightly different colour. But I think that's the only one that's going to be not being able to see so much. But once it's framed, so I need to do some more squares. So I need, even if I just do that one, so then, because I'm just working in rows, just going back and forth, zigzagging across on that one. So dead chuffed that I did that one. So let me stick it all back in that bag. Because I'm crap at putting things away tidy. Then this one, Lily, baby girl, is this week's, which is that one. But look at them. Absolutely love doing this one as well. And I don't know if it will focus. but I made a boo-boo. See in that square there, there's a little line. Yeah, I can see better there. There's a little line in there that shouldn't have been there. So instead of unfrogging a hell of a lot, I put a little line in there, little line in that one, and a little line in that one, so they all matched. Can you see? So I thought, why not? It's my piece, isn't it? So, you know. So I wasn't going to frog, because I didn't notice till I finished, and I wasn't going to frog it all. But yeah, isn't it looking good? I am so chuffed with this. So chuffed. I mean, my squares here on this one, you know, these are supposed to be squares, believe it or not. Yeah. They're not the best, but they're not the worst. And I put my weight, I've got my peppermint purple that I leave at the bottom because I do it in hand. So I've left that at the bottom because that reminds me then not to sew them together like I did the other week. But yeah, but I've done all the squares for that one. See, that's how big it's going to be once it's finished. I think Lily's just put Lily outside so she can have a good old bark out there. So that's my peppermint purple. So if you never had a go, just go over and just try one square. It's free. You can even buy for the 2021, if you go on the peppermintpurple.com site, she even does the threads, all the threads that you'll need for this one. So you can just buy a thread pack, bit of Ada, whatever count that you're, or garner, or what, even weave, whatever you're into. Get yourself a bit of fabric, download the pattern. So far, if you download Week 6, it brings you all the all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. You get them all. Have a go. If you don't like it, just throw it. Or get a scrap, even better, get a scrap piece of Ada, scrap piece of floss that's you don't need, or you know, one of your spares. Just go on, download one of them, have a look. Did you like it? Do one square, see if you like it. If you do, bam, free pattern. Who can refuse a free pattern? That's what I say. My next one is, if anybody doesn't know, February is hashtag February. No, February. Yeah, February. Probably haven't said that right. It is hashtag that is run by, oh no, look, go away. My computer's decided I moved my book. Mislaid Pages Jessie is doing all the birds, or all the burbs. So it can hashtag all the burbs, BIRBS, as well for the whole of February. So anything, she did have it for just cross stitch, now she's opened it up. Any craft, anything to do with birds, you can use the hashtag my man's gone, hashtag FebRAvery. So FEBRUAVAIRY. I'm dyslexic, so if I've got it wrong, I apologise, but I'll try and put a link down below if possible. So she said everybody's welcome for a bit of fun. So I've decided, as you know, to do the birds and the bees 1557. So that's what I've decided to do. Then I had a dilemma, if you remember last week. I'd done this brown bird, but then I realised I didn't have enough brown. And instead of just ordering it, no, not me. I'm not sure if I like it. So I undid it. Then I saw this, which I showed you, and I decided I'm going to do my birdies this. So I've redone my bird. So that's my birdie, and all the birds are going to be that, right? Then I thought, well, I can't just have bright on the top, can I? Because that would be silly. So I'm thinking now, where that birds are going to be all bright there, I'm thinking I might do variegated for these and variegated for these little birdies down there as well. Why not? I've never altered anything. I've always stuck to patterns, and I've always stuck to the DMCs or whatever they've suggested. But now I've put that one in, I'm thinking I'm going to go all in. Go all in for February. And change the bees and change the bird colour as well. Probably not everybody's cup of tea. That's fine. But I like it. And it goes like, you can see this, so I'm not getting them out. but this went with all these as well. I liked the mix of the colours. So how many stitches was that? To redo that bird, there's 156 stitches in there to redo that. So I had to take over 100 out. Oh my God, what a job. What a job it was to get them stitches out. Wasn't the easiest. They did not want to come out at all. Frogging that was, yeah, took me probably an hour and a half to get over 100 stitches out of there. That's how bad they were to try and pull them out. It was a nightmare. Oi, 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 oi. She's on the camel saddle now. People don't want to hear you barking, babe. There's nobody out there. They've all gone now. So that's my one thing for all the burbs. As they say, hashtag all burbs or hashtag the burb. And the other one I'm doing, one of my floss baggies. One of my little baggies. Oh look, and I bought a bag of them. So I need to put one of those in each kit. So I am doing let me just take this side one out. I'm not taking it all out. So I am doing the long dog sampler. This is called Pandemic. It was brought out last year because of the pandemic. And it's got 2020 in there. And there's loads of people doing it. You can still get this pattern. Everybody's altering all the colours and everything on it. And some beautiful, beautiful ones. And again, if you go on Facebook, put Long Dog Sampler in on their site there, you'll see all the different types. But I think there's 22 or 24 pages. And I'm on page 2. I'm working up here. I've done that page and I'm working on the second page here. See? So I'll show you what I've done. So that's where I am. Yeah. So I've done completed here and completed this bit here this week. So yeah, what do you think? It's looking good, isn't it? I'm really chuffed with it. Really, really chuffed with it. I think it's starting to come together a bit more now. Now I've done a sort of more than one page. It's slow, I'm slow, but this is in the 500, I think, green, and I'm dark green there. You can see it there. You can see the dark green there really well. Showing up the dark green really well today. But yeah, that's another fantastic project to be doing. But look, birdies, see? So I can put it in the burbs, all the burbs, because it's got birdies on it, and a squirrel. I love this one because the more you look at the pattern, the more you find different things in it. There's so much going on in it. But yeah. Oi, shush, 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 it's fine. Oi, 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 oi. There's nobody here. Nobody at all. Is there? I don't know what she's barking at. Hang on, guys. No, really don't know what she's barking at. Can't find anybody walking past. Usually, as I say, it's you people walking past or a car or something, but there's nothing out there. So she's gone in the front room now with the girls. And then finally, I'm doing the dark green of the seas. I'm not going to get all this out because it's a bugger to get back in. I am doing the reeds. And, oh, I forgot to tell you, Pandemic, I did 735 stitches. That bit there, 735 stitches on 28 count easy grid. 735, I know. I outdid myself. I haven't done that many on yet. But I have started to do the reeds, look. I started, now in that little bit there, guess how many stitches? Go on. For anybody who doesn't know, Dark Queen of the Sea is a year song by Autumn Lane Stitchery, which is Aaron and Cassandra Houston doing this, and the fabric is from Leslie from Under the Seas Fabric. It's called Bewitched. This is 14 count. They collaborated the fabric with the pattern. Also Leslie from Under the Fabrics does the speciality floss and the beads as well as a kit to go with this. Get my words out. But this little bit here is 357 stitches, and this was a drop that was in January So I've still not done January's drop because there's a drop every month on the 1st. And February's drop is already down, but yeah, if I can get January's done, I'll be happy. But yeah, 356 stitches there. Yeah, it's a lot of stitches. It's the only thing with this sale, there is a lot of stitches in each month. For me, for a beginner. If you're really good at it, then you probably knock it out in no time. But yeah, so I'm really pleased, and you can really see the colours there. So yeah, so I'll be working again on that. So that's all my whips for this week, as I say. And the only other thing that I have done is, ta-da! I made another project bag, look. You know, I said I wanted to do one that was 11 by 11. That 11 by 11 would fit in. I made a boo-boo. I didn't do enough up here. I thought I'd put 2 inches extra, and I must have put ½ inch. I did it, and then I put 2 inches on that way. I don't know. I must have got my figures mixed up because I am dyslexic. I do get them mixed up. But because, where's the one that I made? Let me just take this one out. This is the one that I originally made for the 11 by 11, which was too short. But look. See? I put it on there instead of up there. So they're the same height, but the width. So I could have done with leaving it at the same width and putting that up the top. Yeah. And I'll show you what I mean about this not fitting there. So if you put 11 by 11 in, see, if I did that extra 2 inches there, that would probably close. So not do it quite as wide, because I don't need to do it as wide, but it would close. But yeah, I'm chuffed. As I say, it had its own fit with the stitches, which we know, my machine's like that. And I don't know if you can see, you can have a look there, can you see? Can you see how tiny them stitches are there? That's a normal stitch. It did then not too bad, normal stitch there and there. But as soon as it goes on to any thickness, it's like tiny, tiny stitches all the way around. But the only good thing is it will hold. It ain't going to go anywhere. So I'm really chuffed with it. Don't know what I'm going to do with it, but... And I've got some... Ooh. You broke the cup then. And I got some more of this. This is a vinyl I'm using. It's Annie's Premium Clear Vinyl, 16 gauge weight, because this seems to be a nice weight. You know, so it's a nice... if I show it, nice thickness. Doesn't feel too thin. So I've got myself another load of that. So I think I'm going to make more that size. I'm thinking, is that more practical? Oh god, so drop everything again. Is that a more practical size to do? So I'm thinking maybe another couple of those compared to that size. I don't know. So yeah, so I've got them 3 that I made, which I am so chuffed with. Yeah, on my Winky Wonky machine by a Winky Wonky operator with Winky Wonky stitches. Yeah, so that's it guys, that's all I've done this week. I'll have to put everything away because I've just dropped everything out the bags. I haven't got much else to show you. I'm going to be doing plans this week is to carry on with Bird and the Bees and Pandemic, to do with hashtag all the burbs. I want to do Dark Queen, see if I can get some more of that one finished. Keep up with the Peppermint Purple sale drops on a Wednesday, because they drop every Wednesday. So I want to try and keep up to date with that this year. And then maybe make some more vinyl bags if I get time in between. Because I still want to do my diamond paintings, which are there. And I've got my colouring stuff there that I got given that I want to try out as well. So I've got loads to do this week. So let me know what you think about the project bags. Should I just make small ones, or should I have a go at making? Should I have a go at making one that fits 11 by 11, or do you think it's not worth it? Because I'm thinking about getting some 8 by 8 Q snap frames, and then maybe have an 11 by 8, because that would definitely fit in there. 11 by 8s would. Because then I'm thinking it's not. Is it going to get over big? Because this one is not far off. This is a large from. Who's this from? Patchwork Paw Print. That's a large from them. I mean, their stitching is immaculate. It is top notch. And like that compared to mine, that's their largest one. And that's mine. Like that. So you can see how much more bigger mine is. Is that it? Where is it? You can't, hang on. So mine isn't much bigger, but it's a little bit wider and a little bit bigger than the paw print ones. And then I'm thinking, because Danielle's a bit of an enabler, isn't she? She showed me some bags that had the fabric here. Instead of having the vinyl, they have the fabric, and it's a bit more padded. So you would pad this bit as well. So you'd fleece that, you'd fleece this bit and this bit as well, and do fabric one. So I don't know. What do you think? Let me know. Decisions. I'm no good at decisions, am I? So with that said, I won't bore you anymore. No, I am. I know you come to see me because you love me, really, don't you? And I love you guys. Yeah, I'm in a soppy mood today. Do you ever get days like that when you're in a really soppy mood? I'm in a real soppy mood today. So, if you haven't subscribed and you fancy sticking around, I'd really appreciate it. And thank you for all the ones that do put up with me, my silliness, and stick around. I really, really do appreciate that. All my social media and everything's down below if you want to comment. Oh, one thing I forgot to tell you just before I say goodbye. I am holding hashtag anything mermaid along from the 1st of March to the 31st of August. Any craft, so get your cross stitching mermaids out. There's loads and loads of patterns out there that I'm finding. I've already downloaded, yeah, too many. We won't mention how many we downloaded. No, we won't mention it. But yeah, get over to my video if you haven't seen it. I will try and put it in the eye. Anything mermaid along. I've also got a Facebook group called Mermaid Crafts. That if you come on there, you can download your photos and everything on there. That's all to do with this. But it's a bit of fun. Any craft. So if you get on there, get your cross stitching, get some mermaid stuff, join us. We'd love to have you. It's going to be fun. Any more information, just let me know and I'll get back to you. My Happy Mail form's down below. My Patreon's down below if you want to help the channel in any way and know any inside information. Like they all know what I'm doing for anything mermaid in the diamond painting. They know what I'm doing already. But yeah, you get all freebies and insights, sets and stuff. You get to know everything. So with that said, look after yourselves, take care, and most importantly, stay safe. Love you all. Bye.